Alright, well I figured show off compression real quick. So shit, this thing's not sure if any of you see what it looked like in person, but motherfucker's hard to move. What is that? Okay. Oh shit, this is fucking heavy. Not bad. Not bad at all. So, we'll see. I didn't see anything that was like out of the ordinary, but the motor's been dry with oil for a long time, so I can't do that too much. But yeah, so exhaust manifold is off. Let's go over here, and I just marked everything for bungs, so I'll have a intercooler intake air temperature sensor. So it'll be right here. I get to see the efficiency of the intercooler and when it has heat soak issues. Then I have EGT, O2, and EMAP. So, you guys are probably looking like, why is this all stupid and why is this attached? I believe, hopefully Phil doesn't fucking kill me on this one, I believe these are mild steel, and I have one stainless right here, so I'm just giving him my stainless that I have. I think he has one at his shop. But, yeah, this is a Gleesman originated manifold. So, if you ever wondered what a Gleason looks like, it's like that on top. Kind of disappointed at this that I found. Might be hard to see, but that could use some porting right there for sure to finalize that. Same goes for the side. A little, like, what the fuck is that? It's not that bad, but I mean, probably won't even affect performance, but I'd rather have it, you know, better. And then it's 1/2-inch flange. All this stuff looks pretty fucking nice, actually. I'm very happy. So, this manifold comes out to, if you look at it, it's about 22 to 24 inches. I forget exactly, but I mean, massive turbine housing, which is a 1.45 A/R. And this, and then a 3-inch to 4-inch expanding downpipe. And should have no issues with EMAP. You know, up to about, let's say, 650, maybe 700 horsepower. And then, yeah, should be ready to rock. Then on the charge pipe, I've got MAP sensor, which is 1/8-inch APT. And this will be a water meth 1/8-inch APT. So this will hopefully fog and dissipate by the time it reaches that before, you know, it fogs it. But this is intentionally mounted a little bit high, and it kind of sits like that. So therefore, you know, I'm hoping that it doesn't accumulate. I mean, they're stainless steel sensors, so they should last forever. But, you know, be smart about it, right? I've got another, oh, that was my other steel bung right there. So, this steel bung is going on this adapter plate, which is attaching to, some of you keen eyes saw that in the last video. So, that is actually going to be where the MAP sensor goes. The bottom one I ended up using as a vacuum. Thank you for the suggestion. I definitely appreciate. That was Nelson who hit me up on that. So thank you, Nelson. And let's see, for this dude gonna sit kind of like there. So the idea is that I want this to still remain, dead on in the correct vertical and angle of that approach, but it has to be inset to clear the intercooler. That's because it's right now it's sitting like there. And if you brought in there-ish and then have air gap so that the heat from the coolant, which is much hotter than air, isn't touching. Everything is labeled, so it's super easy to take off, These are now the full race Inconel studs. The engine, one downside of this, which before, I know it's so filthy, I'm sorry. One downside is that I have to jack up this side of the engine right here to install the manifold, because with a stud setup like this, there's no room here. So my options are to do that, or to have Allen head, or actually a standard bolt would work, but a standard bolt on the top. So that way it could slip onto the base. But yeah, it's too tight. This is going to be blocked off once the part comes in. All the vacuum is addressed, so all the vacuum goes from pretty much OMP, injectors, all the vacuum that's necessary for the fuel system all comes into one line here. This one line goes to the very base of the intake manifold, where I recently had the 1/8 inch MPT bung added in. So that's right there. The fuel pressure regulator drops in to that. Drive-by wire, all simple. So just trying not to get these attached to my arm. It's not good. If those gaskets fell in the motor, it'd be really sad. So here we are. Fractal 7 as it's been called. And gonna kind of knock out a few more things this week and get back to it. Starting a new business with someone. That's gonna be cool. So a lot of cool life progress going on, and hopefully I can keep you guys involved. This is definitely, like I said before, headhunting and getting ready to fix more and more people's bullshit. So, time to do it right. Alright, y'all. Subscribe, take care, and hit me up in the comments if you think you can add anything to this. I'm always open to ideas. So, love the input. Definitely want to see this thing running next year. But as you can tell, there's a lot. And it's all the finishing, finesse, tiny fine work. But that's what's going to make it better, is you invest in it now, so you don't have to worry about it later. And that's kind of how I've been designing stuff for years. So, alright, y'all. Peace.